"Oh, you're training with me," and I'm like, "Oh my God." He doesn't talk. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't tell you what you're doing. You just know that you're fucking in for it. It didn't matter if it was upper body or lower body. He's just gonna crush you. Not so much the weight. He just reinforced the form so much. I remember one time we were doing back extensions, and he's doing it with, you know, a 100-pound med ball, and he's arching and holding it, and going down, arching and holding it. He does everything like a fucking maniac, you know. He's doing everything 100 miles an hour. So then he has me get on there. The second I get on there, he like throws the ball, you know, kind of throws the ball in my hands, and I feel my fucking calf cramp up like a motherfucker. I'm like, is that gonna fucking tear off? You know, what's going on here? So I'm like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna keep going, you know. I kept going and going. My hamstrings and calves were just, I was fine, but they were just killing me. Lower back was tight for like, you know, about 2 weeks. And then another time, you know, that's where he would do that with all types of training partners. He would find somebody who he thought was gonna work hard, and he'd grab them because he knew that he could push them and that they could push him, you know, and then he would be motivated by it. He liked coaching people, and he liked seeing people work hard. That drives him, you know. But another time we were in New York for a competition. It was like WPC Worlds or something like that. And Chuck was there, but he wasn't lifting. So I was like, man, you know, maybe he's going to work out or something. So we caught wind that he was going to work out, and Jesse and I went and lifted with him. And man, he just kicked our ass. It was a bench workout. We did a dynamic effort, you know, benching and stuff. And I think I was lifting a little more than him. Jesse was doing good, and he can't lose in anything. You know, he can't lose in anything. So I think the whole time we were benching, he was just fuming. You know, that I was, even if I don't remember if I was doing more weight or benching faster or how it was going, but I was doing pretty good. And he's just, you know, fuming the whole time. He's thinking, when we're done with this, I'm gonna beat his fucking ass on something, you know. So then we went to like a circuit of doing triceps, face pulls, all kinds of different shit. And he's just storming back and forth like this in between sets. And me and Jesse are like this. You know, we're about ready to keel over. But I mean, how long your triceps hurt from that? It was ridiculous.
A month. And the worst part is he's just so brutal. He's just like, tuck your elbows. You know, we'll say tuck your elbows, get your chest up. He's like, tuck your elbows. Like, oh. Yeah, stop hitting me. He's like, here, right here. Ow, I have 300 pounds in my hand. Stop hitting me. Shut up. I'm like, okay.
But that's the kind of, you want to kind of create, you know, maybe that's a little overkill, you know? But you want to kind of create that kind of intensity. You want to try to, maybe you have a personality where you're quiet and you're reserved or something. Try to find someone who's the opposite that you can kind of play off of. You know, find somebody who's a little bit fucking nuts and try to train with them, try to keep up with them on certain things. I mean, obviously, like we talked about earlier, you don't want to overdo it. You know, you don't want to go too far overboard, but basically you're talking about doing 1 or 2 main movements and 3 and possibly up to 5 assistance exercises. I would say probably only 3 or 4 assistance exercises. So